Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm glad that you guys are here once again watching another of my makeup tutorial. Today I filmed a quick makeup tutorial. This is what she looks like. And without further ado, if you would like to see how I achieve this look, then keep on watching. So go ahead and start, and to start I'm going to use this toner. This is by Bliss. I purchased it at Target and I love to use it underneath all my makeup. It just gives me like a refreshed face. I go ahead and take a cotton pad and I just pump it 2 or 3 times. Slowly rub it all throughout my face. So after I let this toner set, I go ahead and I use the Too Faced Hangover Good in Bed Hydrating Serum. And this is what she looks like. I just took 1 pump. And I go ahead and apply this with clean hands. And I rub her in. So after I let the Too Faced serum set, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my favorite moisturizer. So after you let the moisturizer sit on your face, you go ahead and start with eyebrows. As you guys can see, my left eye is always the ugliest eyebrow. I just can't stand my left eyebrow, but it's okay because we're about to conceal. Right after I go light-handed with the dip brow, I go ahead and use the actual powder. I go in with the darker shade. Mostly apply it to the end of the eyebrow, as so. So after I do my eyebrows, I brush through them. So I go ahead and I conceal my eyebrows, as you guys already know, with the Tarte Shape Tape. And I only grab a little on my hand. And to conceal my eyebrows, I use the Morphe M432. So go ahead and just conceal around your eyebrows. And then just make sure to really blend them. And after I achieve that shape, I go ahead and I go in with the Morphe M173. And I just blend all that concealer out and just buff it out. So before I do foundation, I go ahead and I do the Professional Poreless Primer. And then I go ahead and just put it where I feel like my pores are the biggest. And there. So after we did primer, I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation. If you guys know, you know that my favorite foundation is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation. That took a while for me to say. So to apply my foundation, I use the Morphe M439 brush. She's a buffer brush, if that's what you call it. My handy dandy back of my hand is used for a lot of things. After I do that, I go ahead and conceal under my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape, and I only take a little bit. So small triangle. And again, I go in with my sponge. So after I concealed under my eyes, I go ahead and set it. I use the Laura Mercier setting powder. So I go ahead and start baking underneath my eye where I applied the concealer. So I go ahead and just bake underneath my eye, and I kind of drag it up to my nose here to kind of snatch my nose and prepare it for contouring, as so.
And excuse my big eyes. You guys already know she got big eyes, so let's move past that.
So I let that sit for no longer than a minute. I personally don't enjoy my powder sitting on my face for that long. So I take this Too Faced Perfect Powder brush and I just sweep it off. And after I sweep it off, I kind of use whatever's left over on the brush to kind of set the entire face. Because like I said, I have dry skin, so I don't really appreciate that much powder on my face. Sweep, sweep, and then blend. After you look like Casper the Ghost, go ahead and contour and bring life back into your face. And since you guys already know that my favorite bronzer to contour is the Hoola Benefit bronzer. Snatched. Alright, after you're looking snatched, now we can focus on the nose. So after I do that, I go ahead and take the Morphe E14 and I just blend it going downwards.
So after you do that and you look really natural,
I go ahead and take a bit more powder to really snatch my nose. She looking snatched. She looking like she can breathe. Check. That's how you know you're doing a good job. Again, I don't let it sit for too long. I go ahead and sweep it. Next is blush. This is my favorite part. I love blush. If you know me, you know all the products I like so far, and you also know that blush is one of my highly favorite steps. And lately for blush, I've been using these two. These are my two favorites right now. So I'm gonna start off with this one. So after I go with that, she's more of a baby pink. This is more of a bone pink. So next up, for this simple everyday look, I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of eyeshadow. And for that, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Jaclyn Hill palette. You guys seen her in my last video. If you haven't watched my recent video on my Jaclyn Hill palette, go ahead and watch it. But for today, I'm only doing something simple. I'm going to go ahead and take love handles on my E23 brush and then go in the crease of my eye with it. Now I'm gonna take my finger and I'm going to step into Certified. She's here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and dab it on the center of my eye like that. Do the same thing on the other eye. And boom. That's it. We're done with the eyes. I promised you guys that this would be simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes. So I go ahead and apply the glue and then I let it dry and sit for a little bit so it can get tacky. Alright, so now that both of my eyelashes are on, I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips. So I apply chapstick to moisturize my lips, and after I do that, I go ahead and do Bite Me from Morphe. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. After my lips are lined, I go ahead and take my all-time favorite lipstick right now, and that's the KKW and number 2. And she's such a bomb shade. So after I did my lips, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a small brush and go back in with Love Handle and just line underneath. I'm gonna go ahead and take Talia just for a pop of color, and oh, she's so bomb. Do you guys see that? Bomb. Super bomb. Love it. So my last step in my makeup routine for today is just apply a bit of mascara to my lower lashes. And you guys, that is it for this makeup tutorial. I hope that you guys loved it. I hope that you guys learned from it, and I hope that you guys tried it out. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you guys have any other ideas that you guys would like for me to film as far as makeup routines, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.